first opened back in 1975. There's a look inside the iconic Superdome in downtown New Orleans. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
And there's the first tackle of the game for Carl Joseph. He's one of those safeties that you can utilize in any way you want. But I will have to say, I think the number one thing he does best is tackle.
4 yards remain for second down. From the gun, Winston. And this one caught by Beasley. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. The completion there for Winston. And Jameis, of course, kind of such a boom or bust proposition at the quarterback position. He can light you up or he can give games away. So defensively, what's the mindset with a quarterback like that?
For me, it's playing more coverage than it is blitzing him, because I think that he has so much confidence in his arm. He may take an extra chance or two. And if you have enough guys downfield, you get those tip balls.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback, because he went into it, he saw the numbers we saw, he watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be, but early in this one, advantage defense.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, second down. This defense for the Saints, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Kyle Pitts with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. And you know, you and I praise tight ends in today's game a lot for being just like a bigger body wide receiver. Boy, a play that long from that position, you just didn't used to see that as much.
No, you were really just counting on the tight end position to catch the football and get what they got on the catch. And now it's the run after the catch that makes him so dangerous. Hard to bring those big guys down when they get rolling.
Couldn't bring him down here. Got into the end zone. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Here comes Deontay Harris from his end zone. No return there for Harris, and the drive will begin at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And we're in the middle part of the season where each week starts to become a little more important, and especially this, Charles, being a division matchup.
Yeah, you haven't fired the starter's pistol or rang the bell lap like they do in track and field for the sprint to the finish, but you're starting to eye it, aren't you? You got to pile up those wins, put them in the left-hand column, not the L's in the right-hand column.
Play fake. Winston sliding out of the pocket. He'll find his tight end. It's Adam Troutman. And he's brought down. 16 more on that one and another first down. So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. Looking here for Smith downfield. That is caught. Traquan Smith. Touchdown, Saints. Well, when it comes to throwing the deep ball, no one has ever questioned the arm strength of Jameis Winston. And this is a beautiful throw right here. Lutz good on the extra point. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And Patterson not going to return this. It'll come out to the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And you know, certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
They go play action with Ryan. He completes it to Ridley. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Falcons. Tutu Atwell. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Koo now for the point after. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Falcons 14, Saints 7. Younghoe Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Here comes Deontay Harris from his end zone. And we will not see a run back here from Harris. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. when you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
At the 30-yard line.
Winston to give, it's Kamara. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
And for the moment, this will be a first down. But we have a marker on the field. Let's see if this stands. And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Throwing, Winston. Open man is the tight end, Troutman. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Now he's able to break through 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 39-yard line.
Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score.
14, Saints 7.
Watch the run, watch the run. Mike check 33, 33. I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
To throw, Winston. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Bell. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Winston. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Thomas. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. They're indeed going. It's Winston. A throw over the middle, taken in by Troutman. Touchdown, New Orleans. A gutsy call, 4th and short. They go for it. Look at the result.
Yeah, not only did they go for it, they threw for it, because to me it was stacked up for a run situation, strength on strength, and they decided to put the ball in the air, and what a result. Big-time play.
Lutz with the extra point, and we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
A big pickup of 38.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. And right side, they're going to go option here. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the Saints' 43-yard line.
Now Ryan. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now Ryan. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So a nice catch right there. And this receiving core, without their number one wideout, keep that in mind. He's inactive this week, though it shouldn't be a long-term absence.
And I would think, partner, that this is where an offensive coordinator believes he can solve the problem by spreading the ball around. Because anytime you lose your number one guy, it's obviously a blow to your offense. But this is also an opportunity to say, hey, they can't focus on trying to stop one guy. Keep spreading it around. The last part, each one of those receivers, they believe they're the number one guy, and they're ready to step up.
Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons have broken our tie. So the toss play effective, even down here near the goal line.
Yeah, and you're hoping the defense commits too many men to stop the run in the middle of the field and that your blockers can gain a little bit of an advantage. And when they do, foot race to the pylon, and this time he had the speed to win that race.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14.
Saints 14. Younghoe Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on third down. Winston. He's going to air one out. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
Andy, do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Ryan. It's going to be caught by Pitts. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards the pick up there.
Not too many teams will use a first-round pick on a tight end, so you know that when one does, he's got to be pretty darn special.
A small example of why they took him in the first round there. Nice little catch and run to get the good yardage. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Personally, I think they've got to go somewhere else with the football. They've got him bracketed out there in double coverage. Makes it hard to fit it in time after time.
It would have had to have been an absolutely perfect pass and not good enough. Ryan will throw again. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is caught. Touchdown. Matt Ryan now 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Falcons will extend their lead.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Younghoe Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go here before intermission.
Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. 29 is the Mike 29.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Mike 29. Squeeze, double. 29 is the Mike 29. Watch the run.
Here's Winston. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Mike 29.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Winston escaping the pressure right. And his pass, incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better, 2 weeks in a row? You have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Well, he's going to go for it all. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. They find some open field here. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. 60 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. That's caught. It's Tutu Atwell. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. Right back to Atwell. That's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. On 1st down, Hawkins. Open space inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Falcons will extend their lead here just before halftime. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. They're going to get 9 here on 1st down as he gets this one up to the 34-yard line. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's where this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now a throw here to his running back. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Play action, Ryan. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
They'll run on first down. It's Hawkins. And some room to work. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 127 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down. They've got to figure out a way to make that at the point of attack, at the line of scrimmage, because once he gets through, he's shredding them.
Ryan. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Matt Ryan connecting on his 4th touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Falcons take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Here comes Deontay Harris from his end zone.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Glad to be in the great city of New Orleans, rolling along here in the third quarter, 2nd and 10. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And, Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Hawkins, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Now Ryan back into his end zone. And they work this out past the 25. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
Dancing to his left. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
2nd and 10. It's Ryan again. Eluding the pressure right. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
10 yards to go.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Play action. It's Ryan. Forced out to his, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Pete Werner, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking, but to me it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
On 2nd down, Winston again. Flushed, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Julian Okwara able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play with the score Falcons 42, Saints 14.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and forever. Off the play fake, Winston. And he's got his target, Harris. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th. Desperation time. Winston on 4th down. Open man is the tight end, Troutman. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. On the defensive side of the ball, that's the definition of frustrated. You get them to 4th down, and then you allow a chunk play like that in the passing game.
Almost felt as if that play was drawn up in the dirt on the sideline. They pulled that from a game plan that wasn't this game.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Darren Lee picks it. Another solid game-changing play for this defense with the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, you know, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too.
And the Falcon 1st down.
Right back to him on 1st down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's up 2nd and 11 at the 28-yard line.
Mike's 56. Mike's 56. Ready?
Here's Ryan. This is complete to Hawkins. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Demario Davis, Saints leading tackler last year, in on the stop that time. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Watch the safety crease. Check 26, check 26. 54, stop. 21.
Here's Ryan to throw. He'll get this one complete to Atwell. And some room to maneuver. And he takes it all the way down to the 15.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is, his ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
Here we go. Here we go. Yeah.
On 2nd down now, it's Hawkins. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. And even 150 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game is played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And Winston lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And he'll bring it back to the 9-yard line. He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
Well, we were out at practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a 2-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. 2-hand. Oh, I get it. 2-hand monster. Both hands on the football, taking care of it, putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Saints' 11-yard line.
All day. All day. Kill. 11.
They'll keep it on the ground. Hawkins. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, baby. Boom.
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. The quick slant caught. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Well, they just continue to roll. And, Charles, for you and I, we want the close games, but for them, it has to be so nice to enjoy this big cushion.
I can't remember the last time we saw them play this loose and have this much fun. I think they'd love to be able to capture this game, carry it with them from week to week, and be able to execute like this in all the rest of their games.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up.
What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete. And now
here's another interception.
Picked up by Richie Grant.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? And he said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. Might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going
Exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
26 big yards on that one. It's another first down.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
First down, Winston. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
On play action, Winston rolling to his right. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. The offense is going to stay out there. They've converted twice, failed once so far on 4th down. Let's see what's in store here. Flush to his right. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th.
First down. First and goal at the 2-yard line.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Back at the 5-yard line now. 2nd and goal. Jameis to throw it. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Winston to throw for it. Complete at the 1. And he is not going to make it to the end zone. And that's pretty reflective of their game as a whole, as they'll remain down by a bundle. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93%.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Coup for the extra point. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
70, Saints 20.
Following the touchdown, here's Coup to kick off. On the return, Deontay Harris. Well, in this one, Parker, we had some action.